Good morning, everyone. It is Monday again. Of course, I think it's a short week for everyone because it's Thanksgiving week. I was actually, the reason I'm doing so many of these is because I really wanted to, again, as I said before, think outside the box and use some basically non-Christmas kits or stamp sets for Christmas. I wanted to come up with ways because not everybody has a ton of Christmas stuff. Maybe you have a set though that you really like, and you don't realize, well, hey, I could use that to make Christmas cards. This one I'm going to do, now let me find him, is this one, and I have never used this one before. I've had it sitting in my drawer, not used it, so it's perfect time. Cup of tea. And I've seen all these ideas. I get ideas from different people on Pinterest, and so don't ever pop up and go, "You're not the first one to do that." Well, I know. I never said I was. I don't invent the wheel, but I will definitely use it to ride to my destination. So there you go. This is this week's. It's going to be. I'm going to make this little "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas," because I saw this and thought, have a cup of cheer, that kind of thing. I don't have a stamp that says that. I think there is a newer set in the catalog that I haven't gotten yet. I haven't bought that set, in other words, that says have a cup of cheer. I'm like, that would be perfect for this, but oh well. We're gonna make this. It's a little cup of cheer, have a holly jolly Christmas, and you can put any sentiment. I haven't really decided what sentiment to put inside. That's not as hard as laying out the outside the way you want it. So, or as far as figuring out how you want to lay it out. It's not hard, it's just getting it to look the way you want it to look. So here we go. I'm just kind of rambling on, folks. It's a rainy Monday. I want to get this kind of knocked out before I go start trying to get stuff ready for our Thanksgiving trip. I want to make sure I have this out there for you. Let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to cut my layers because while I'm usually prepared for y'all, obviously not so much today. Okay, let's find some red. Let's see if that piece actually will work. Let's do it. Okay, let me get my cutter. Like I say, there are exact measurements you can get out there for the different layers, and if someone wanted them, I could kind of measure this off. Like, see, this is actually just under 14 across. Let's see if that's the size I want. Yeah, actually that works really good. I don't have to do a whole lot else. And I'm going to cut my plaid bottom layer piece here. This paper, I have got a ton of it. I bought it several years ago, and it's kind of weird. It's like I never run out. It's not creepy. I guess it's actually more of a blessing, but I never run out of this paper. I have a lot of it. So I use it every year. Somehow it works out that I use it every year, and I still have a lot left over every year. And that's okay because it saves me money. I'm not trying to break the bank here, folks. Just trying to get some cards made. Spread some cheer, put a smile on some faces. That's the goal. Okay. I've got my plaid layer ready. Next, we're going to do a layer. I like layers. A layer with the dots. I love contrasting patterns. Again, I like busy cards, but not crowded cards. And so that's the little tricky part with trying to line up something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and get him cut out. That way we're finished there. Let me get some more red paper. I think we could do it about like that. Well, that might be a little too slim for me there. Let's do this again. I'll use him for the white layer. How about that? Okay, let's see. Let's see, how do we want this? You just want a little bit of plaid, but I want you to be able to see the plaid good, but I need this layer to be big enough to hold to showcase under my white piece that I'm doing. So we're going to go with this. I'm going to put, and that really is nice how that just kind of works out. Okay, let me get him ready. I guess we're going to my mother-in-law's. We always go down there for Thanksgiving. I get pretty lucky in that I don't have to do a ton of cooking. I like to cook, but it's just the kitchen is so tiny. A lot of times you can't really fit that many people in, so it works out, you know, that we're not all in there. And then she has her dog that's right under foot all the time, and so it's actually almost a tripping hazard if you're in there because she's right there. And we love her, we love the dog, so it's like, let's just stay out of the way. How about that? Sometimes the best thing you can do is just stay out of the way, and that's what we do until it's time to make our plate. Then we're right there. Let me see how will that fit that? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, kind of like that, maybe a little bit more. Anyway, they always have lots of good food. We have a good time visiting with family. So we look forward to it. We enjoy it. My sons are going down from the FW area, so that's awesome. I get to see them. Get to see all the family that it's like you want to see them throughout the year, but for some reason the years fly by and you're like, it's Thanksgiving again, and we still didn't get together as much as we wanted to, but we know we'll see each other Thanksgiving. So, and obviously, we know people have lost loved ones, and this is not going to be the easiest year for them. Thinking about my uncle, my aunt passed away, so it's going to be a little hard not having her around this year. So I'll be praying that he does well. Hopefully, my mom and my other aunt and all them get together, and there's always lots of good food and good company, so hopefully he'll be there enjoying that. All right, I keep trimming this up. Now let's see. Okay, I'm thinking that's good enough. Let's go with that so that I don't keep y'all on here too long. Now, that's the layers. Here's what we're going to do. What I did was I stamped my teacup pattern onto the paper here. I like doing that. Sometimes if you just stamp the pattern, which I didn't really experiment much, I had in mind I was going to do this, but sometimes it's not as detailed, or it's just not as exciting, I guess, to me, just to see a plain stamp on white paper like this. So I like to put it on patterned paper, which I did that the other day for, I forget which one, I forget. Anyway, this is my stamp. Let me get my ink. We'll get him done. Let's see. Okay, there. Let's put this right here, close to the edge so that I'm not cutting up the middle of a piece of paper here. Okay, there you go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. I don't have a die cut machine. I would like to have one, and that's like one of those future wish list kind of things. But I don't have one, so I don't have the die cut, which would make this so much easier for these teacups, because while cutting just the plain the cup out isn't bad, when I went to cut this handle area, I messed up every one that I tried. So I'm going to show you this. That's why, if you notice, I just kind of cut a little hole here and put a ribbon. I thought that's one way, you know, more than one way to skin a cat, and that's the way I'm doing it today. No cats were actually harmed in this video, so just so y'all know. Just trying to be funny. You know how they always put those disclaimers out there. No animals were harmed in this the filming of this show. So here's my teacup. I'm gonna bend, let's see, let me cut this little piece off. Okay, I'm gonna bend it and just cut like a little hole. I say little hole. Okay, and I'm going to then just kind of put this here. I'm gonna take my ribbon, like I said, you can see the hole is not very glamorous or not very well cut. So I take the ribbon. Let's see if we can do it. Last night turned out pretty good. I'm not the best at tying bows. That's why I don't do a lot of that with my ribbons. Now we're gonna put this in here. Let's see if we can do this, okay? You think, well, it should be like tying your shoes, right? Yeah, technically it should, but you know, sometimes the easiest things are not easy for me. I don't know why. Okay, see, like he doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, I'm gonna put this here, tie a little bow on him. Okay, do this and try to make him look a little prettier. Let's see, let's cut this here. Let's fix him up a little bit so he's pretty, she's pretty, he's pretty, it's pretty. I always say he and she, yes. Everything is a he or she to me on these things. Okay, let's see if we can cut it without messing up. They say cut them at an angle and make it look better. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a bow on our teacup handle. This helps me hide the wonky looking handle that I just have issue cutting. Some of y'all probably are like, it's no big deal, I can do that. So we got our teacup. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stamp. Let me put him off of here. I'm using this, which is from another set, but it's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. It's from Christmas to Remember, actually, now that I'm looking. Got my teacup. We're gonna stamp him on here. Let's see. Just kind of look to make sure he's got, if you hold it in the light, you can see it's shiny. It means it's got ink on it. Should be good to go. Of course, I'll say that, and it'll not be so. So here we go. Okay, got him done. All right, now what I used to fill the teacup was and this is from a paper pumpkin kit, I believe, from last year. It's got this candy cane. I said, you know what, I'm gonna do some of these candy canes and use them to fill up the cup. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's do a couple of candy canes, and then we'll cut them out. I know y'all are like, we get to watch you cut again? Great. Always exciting watching the card making video, I know. Okay, come up here where you can actually see what I'm doing. I guess that would be helpful. Looks like I've got about 3 on that card, so I'm gonna do 3. There we go. Let's cut these out. Anywho, I should probably have Christmas music playing in the background. Y'all might like that, huh? Then again, you might not, because, you know, we're at the point where we get to hear it all the time, which I love. I'm so happy about, but some people aren't as happy about that. So we'll just let you just hear me, which I'm sure you feel like that's a blessing. Just kidding. I'm not trying out like it's all that. Let's see here. Now let's see if we can get this little candy cane cut out without making him look too weird. Okay, there's 1. Okay. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Some more candy canes. That's what's good about kind of having the kits, because they put, a lot of them will have these stamp sets that you can go back and go, hey, I kind of need this. Let's see, the other day I was looking, I could have swore I had one that had a Santa's hat, because I wanted to put that on those one of those cactuses, like a Santa's hat, and I couldn't find it. Now I guarantee you I'll go find it now that I'm not needing it anymore, because that's how it works. Let's see. Murphy's Law is like, once you don't need it, you go right to it. How it goes. Anyway, so we're getting all Christmas stuff around here, and I know it's not you know, finished with we're not finished Thanksgiving yet, but I don't care. I like Thanksgiving. I like to eat at Thanksgiving. It's great that we are thankful, but technically, honestly, shouldn't we be thankful every day, not just, you know, let's appreciate our family and friends and thank the Lord for what He's done for us every day, not just on one day a year, Thanksgiving, when it's a holiday. Okay, now for the little sprigs, I've punched out. Now I'll show you how I did that with some of these. I have these different punches, and I think this actually was called sprig, which is funny, but you just kind of put it in, punch it, and that's how I make those. I've got some different, like even the pattern paper, some of that. I did punch out this, which is the gold paper, because I think that adds a nice contrast. I'm not going to show you that because this paper, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know if there's a trick to it, but you can see I've used it to punch out like deer, and I used it for stars for the Veterans Day card. It is the hardest. Like, you have to have both hands and squeeze tight, tight, tight to get this to punch. So I didn't want to do that in front of y'all because it's not a fun thing, and probably don't look too good. So anyway, I have that. I use that to cut out some sprigs. So I think I've got all my parts ready. And you're like, finally, let's get this thing put together. I mean, we got things to do, right? Okay, here we go. Let's just get him put together. Like I say, on the inside, I'll probably put something, you know, about the holiday. It really depends on what you want to say. Okay, let's see. Let's get our layers put on. You hear my duck quacking, you know I'm taping. Okay, hopefully I've got enough tape. I had to order some more. I go, wait a minute. Is that the last of my rolls here? I better get some more. Okay, let's do this layer. Now, I'm going to tell you something funny and hopefully useful to you in a minute. Let me get these all lined up. There's another layer. Okay, now let's put him. I want to make sure we have it where the teacup and his bow has room. Like, I'm always trying to make sure, okay, do we have room when you close the card for the bow to be? Yeah, let's see. Let's go with this and see how it works. We can always adjust and move things. Yep, there goes the duck quacking again. Somebody get that duck. Baby girl go quack, 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 quack. She likes to do that. Okay. I'm gonna put him a little over here to the side. Like I said, I want you to be able to read the Holly Jolly, and I want you to be able to see the teacup and not have the bow sticking out when you close the card, when you put it in the envelope. In other words, you don't want to have issue. Now, how about that? I think that works. I'm gonna put that here. Now before we put him down, let's go ahead and glue on the back our little sprigs that we have. How about that? I'm just going to put some tape here. And we'll just put sprigs and sprigs. Like I said, I've got a couple of these gold ones I think will work well. I'm going to put this here. Put a candy cane here, I think would work. Let's tape that, put some more tape on it. Okay. Let's see how that looks from the front before we get too carried away. Yeah, he's a little bit too high. Let's take him off and put him back on. If we can do that. Let's see, how about that? Let's see how that looks. Then I'll put another one. Maybe over here. I think I like that pretty good. Okay, let's put more tape down. Like right there. Got a fly buzzing around. He needs to go away. Okay, I'm gonna put some more little sprigs. You want to have a nice full cup of joy here. Let's put this here. I think he looks pretty cute, huh? So we can, I'm gonna get my dimensionals and we're gonna put him there. You know them dimensionals, I sure do. Like me some dimensionals. Okay. Okay, let's put him here. Now, here we go. And of course I gotta put my doodads. Gotta have my doodads, which I think, yeah, I use the red ones. Anything that adds a little sparkle. Oh, and I gotta put me one more candy cane. Hold on. I like to have him down here. Let's put him down here. How about that? Let's see if we can get a little of this trim here. I think this will work. Again, like I say, we'll use this. I think it'll fit in our candy cane. I hate doing that with the scissors because it makes them all sticky. Okay. All right, there we go. We're gonna put one more doodad. One more red doodad here. And on this card, I put a diamond on the bow, just to, again, trying to kind of take attention. That one from the bad cut on the handle, but I think that one's good. So this is our tea, using our cup of tea set. Have a cup of cheer, have a holly jolly Christmas. Just wanted to show you, like I say, I think the reason I'm doing all these, you're like, why is she doing so many of these? I really want to give people ideas to make cards, think outside the box. If you have a set that you wouldn't have thought was Christmassy, you can turn anything Christmassy. Trust me, that is a truth that I tell you. I love Christmas stuff, so there's a way to turn everything Christmas. Now, Now, what I wanted to give you a little extra tidbit of funny. This here, I told you this glue. This is really good glue. You can buy it from Stampin' Up, or you can get it other places. And it is great glue. I always make a mess. You can see the lid here is all dirty. I get it stuck on everything and make a mess. I'm a sloppy person. I'm sloppy with ink. I'm sloppy with glue. It's not the product, it's me. But let me tell you what I used this for the other day. I used it to glue a couple of I have some nutcrackers that I put up on the entertainment center. A couple of them through the years between kids messing with them and being pulled in and out of tubs. Some of them, the heads have popped off, they break off. And I used this to glue them back on. And the other day I went by and they are so far sturdy. They aren't moving. They're where they're supposed to be. And this worked. So I'm like, hey, I've got a really good use for this. Another good use for this glue. There's already a lot. Another good use is to help fix some of my Christmas stuff. So just a little tidbit of this is like, didn't use it to make a card, but I did use it to do surgery on the nutcrackers whose heads had been cut off. Anyway, that's just a little funny tidbit. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I know I said I was going to make a Thanksgiving card, but I have all these ideas in my head that keep popping up for these Christmas ideas for cards. Just want to put them out there. Again, Thanksgiving, every day we're thankful for all the Lord's done for us. Thankful, I don't ever take for granted. I don't take for granted. I thank Him like every time we have food to eat, we have clothes on our back, we have a home to live in, and I have a family that I love and they love me. So definitely thankful every day for them all year. Thankful for all my friends, for all of you. If any of you are watching this, thank you so much. Again, I am on Tammy's Paper Smiles is on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. I've got the Etsy store and YouTube, of course, because you see me here on YouTube. Anywho, you have a great holiday. I'll be back probably end of the week with another card. I'm trying to get back on my routine and get some things put out here. You know, I stopped when I had the surgery, and then I just trying to get myself back into the swing of it. So I'm trying to get myself in this routine and a schedule. Once I get on a schedule, you know, and get it set and make it a habit, I'll be back. So anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. I pray that you have a great, safe Thanksgiving, safe travels to you all. Any questions, anything you'd like to comment, please feel free. Please like my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.